This is Krystyna Skarbek, and not only is she a Polish countess, she's also Winston Churchill's favorite spy, which is rather notable because our man had quite a few spies to choose from. Hi, I'm Teresa of the Unhinged History podcast, and if anything I say sounds remotely exciting, you can listen to the full deep dive. It is episode 169 titled Welcome to the Family, Darling. Our girl is born in 1908 to a Polish count and the daughter of a bank heiress, and so things set up nicely for her. She grows up on a rather large estate, rides horses, learns how to shoot guns. She basically is the heir, the son her father never had. And things go great up until the point where they run out of money and dad skedaddles off to a mistress. Mom and daughter, they still have to make things work, so they end up moving into an apartment, which is quite a difference. And our girl ends up needing to get a job. She gets a job near cars, like near a bunch of exhaust, and this would end up scarring her lungs. Hold on to that thought. That becomes important later. Now, she ends up getting married a couple of times. These are things, right? But anyhow, at one point, she's married to a Polish diplomat. They are on their way to their post in South Africa, and this is where they learned that the Nazis have invaded Poland, and they're thinking, oh no, we got to get back. So they end up going all the way to Britain because they want to join the war effort, right? They want to help their fledgling country because Poland has just shaken off the yoke and becoming their own thing. So hubby, well, he ventures off to France to join the Air Force, and our girl storms into MI6 and says, you know what you need? You need me. I'm going to be a spy. Not only am I going to spy, I am going to go to Hungary and I am going to sow propaganda. I am going to get the news you need. And she ends up talking her way into being their very first female agent. Now, over the next 6 years, she is just cross-country skiing and sneaking out through the trunks as they're being fired at with machine guns next to her lovers and doing all kinds of crazy things. But at one point, she's caught by the Gestapo with a lover, right? And they know that she's a spy. And this is the end of the road for her. So our girl does the most unthinkable thing. She decides that she's going to bite her tongue so severely that she starts bleeding heavily, right? Well, then she starts coughing. So as she's coughing, she is just spewing blood all over the place. Now, there's only one thing that the Gestapo hates worse than spies, and that is catching TB. So they see us and they're like, no, not me, not I. And so they decide, you know what? She's as good as dead anyhow. And if she's not near us, then the chance of us catching this stuff is next to zero. So goodbye. And she ends up getting out, which is just bananas. Afterwards, she gets out of the war. Everybody's super excited, right? Well, the British, they're not exactly stoked on spies because ungentlemanly warfare is just not their cup of tea. And Winston Churchill he's not able to do the things he was doing anymore. So they end up deciding that they don't really want to have her as a citizen, and they kind of give her a hard time, but they decide to offer her some medals. And our girl pushes back and she goes, if I'm not good enough for your citizenship, I'm not good enough for your medals. And they go, ooh, this is a bad look. So they end up giving her the ability to stay in the country, which slay, girl. And I'm running out of time here, but if you want to hear the full deep dive, it is links where the links go. And jump in the comments, tell me who I should cover next, and send this to somebody who you think would just be an incredible spy.